What's up, everybody? Frank. I was getting ready to say my full name.
Idiot.
Oh, jeez. What's up, everybody? Frank here. Today we are actually recording in two separate locations because of the whole COVID-19 scare and the entire crisis of what's going on and the apocalypse being right around the corner. We have decided to design what our outfits would look like in the apocalypse. Something called a Kill-Joy-sona, if you will. Here joining me today is my good buddy.
What's up? It's me, your boy, Party Poison. And if that sounds familiar to you, you were probably emo back in the early 2000s. And if you were also emo in the early 2000s, you probably remember that last year was 2019, and that meant it was the year of the Killjoys. As it was the Danger Days era that My Chemical Romance presented in their last album. So, I showed this idea to Frank a couple weeks ago, thinking, oh my god, wouldn't it be so much fun if we got to use these? Because I designed one last year but never got to do anything with it. So, we're taking my old design and I get to talk about it finally, and I gave Frank the challenge to make his own.
And by far, I just want to say this has been the most fun I've had designing a character. Designing me, if I were in the apocalypse, was a lot of fun. A long time ago, I tried to do a piece of Santa Claus if he was in The Walking Dead, and I think this was a lot more fun.
I forgot about that. I might have blocked that out. That might be what happened. But all right, so I will be sharing my character first because I feel like flexing.
What are you brandishing for the apocalypse?
Oh,
Also, tell me your powers.
I don't have powers? That's not how this works. All right, so my character is called Firefight. As the name implies, he is a total pyromaniac, relying mostly on like bombs and lighting fires to get out of trouble. His secondary weapon is the traditional laser pistol that the Killjoys had. And his backstory is not very thorough. It's very basic. It's very I was emo in 2013. He lost his family and took a lot of damage to his face as a result. And kind of lost bits of his sanity, which led him to first place. He's very disconnected from others in terms of like understanding what people are talking about, and is very much a loner, but he'll join up with groups if he thinks it's beneficial to him to do so.
Okay. I like it. I also love the color scheme you got going with the orange and purple. I don't know what it is about orange and purple. I've always liked that combination together. Don't ask me why. It's just a great combination of colors.
Mm-hmm. They're very close to complementary colors that, which I tried to incorporate with the purple and gold stripes on the sleeves of his sweater, of his jacket. But because orange and yellow are so close together, they're very close to being complementary. That's like why red and blue look so good together when the complementary color to red is cyan and that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's color theory, baby.
I took color theory in school and immediately forgot it. Haha.
I didn't even take color theory. I just know things.
Also, I'd like to point out your hair color in this is blue. But your hair color is red right now. Were you planning on dyeing your hair blue at one point?
I did have blue hair at one point.
We have to dye
I
your
mean,
hair
you
back
also
to blue
you'll
during
also
the
notice
cosplay.
that this character is much tanner than I am. To be
What?
fair, it was implied that they would be living in the desert,
Mhm.
and because I tan as easily as I burn, I figured at
Mhm.
some point living in the
For those
fucking
who
desert.
for those who don't know or who haven't seen the video of us together, um, Party Poison is pale white.
I'm
That's the best.
so pale. It's not even funny, dude.
It's a little funny. I mean, any whiter and Michael Jackson would get jealous.
Bitch is
I'm
dead.
sorry. He's been dead for years. We can make the joke. Come on. Robot Chicken did it.
Alright, fair.
All
All
right,
right,
and then
so
I'm
tell
looking at
me
this second one you did. It is really good.
one,
Okay, sorry.
the action piece or the
Uh,
original piece.
the 010219.
Oh yeah, the original piece. That was the
Yeah.
first time I ever drew him.
Mhm. The action piece was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. The first time I ever drew him, I could tell a lot of effort went into him. So
Yeah.
let's talk about my monstrosity, shall we?
Tell me, baby.
All right, great. Let's hurry up and do this before the cat jumps back. All right. So here's what's going on. All right. I incorporated a lot of myself into this piece. You'll notice the left arm is covered up with bandages. That's because in real life, I have an actual burn scar on my left arm. So I wanted to kind of incorporate that into the piece a bit. My favorite thing I did though was mask.
Yeah.
But it's not Neon Cat, I told you, it's a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Okay, but in all seriousness, so backstory for my character. So here's what happened. So the apocalypse started, and all right, thanks, editor. The apocalypse started, and let's just say my character wasn't in the right position. He didn't know how to do anything. You'll notice he has a stick, right? Right, look at the stick. At the end of it, he just tied a kitchen knife to it. That's all that is.
Valid.
So, I mean, he decided to go out into the apocalypse, and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wreck some stuff. So he's over here wrecking some stuff, and this biker gang who also survived the apocalypse was all like, hey, you wanna join our squad? And my guy was like, heck yeah, I wanna join your squad. But because he didn't know how to drive just yet, they put him in the sidecar. So from then on, he was known as Sidecar Frank.
Really just calling yourself out on this character, huh?
I really am. I just put myself into the apocalypse. If the apocalypse were to happen today.
Oh, your character is called Sidecar.
Yeah, sidecar. I'm never driving because they don't trust me with keys. But I'm always in the passenger. I'm always right in the shotgun seat because I'm the one with the best aim. It's great.
Yeah, I have terrible aim. That's why I rely on fire to get out of situations.
Yeah, see, it works out. And if I ever lose my stick with the knife on it, because I tend to throw it, I actually am really good at hand-to-hand combat. I'll just start, punching everybody. Punching everything in my way. It's great.
Hmm.
I didn't have much time to think of a story.
Start punching.
Yeah, I just start punching just everything. But just in all seriousness, this was really fun to make. I incorporated some of my favorite colors in there.
Hmm.
I forgot to put my skin tone in the second one, but it's okay. It's I forgot what that style is called, where you color everything but the skin tone and make it look super serious.
I don't know, dude. You're
Hmm.
asking the
No,
wrong person. I may know color theory, but I don't know anything else.
I just remember a lot of animes do it. Where everything would go pale white except for the character's clothes.
It's called symbolism.
Darn right. There's a lot of symbolism going on in the world today.
Is there though?
I mean, I guess not, but at the same time, this brings me to the topic of today's today's climate and what's going on today. Because there's something I really wanted to talk about if we can, just for a second, because I know everything's getting serious right now. People are getting scared. The news media is scaring everybody. I just want to explain real quick the reason why we're still recording and still doing what we do and what we love to do. It's because we do at one point have to show the world that the world's not stopping, that we're going to keep going,
Hmm.
And I'm sorry.
I was agreeing with you. Keep talking.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, I get it. A lot of things are scary outside. And I get it. There's been a lot of making fun of it. People are going to stores and just buying up all the toilet paper and all the hand sanitizer. Stores are shutting down except for the delivery services. Letting you guys know that you should never let something like this stop you, or you should never lose hope because of how many cases of this is going around. I mean, not to brag or anything, but this is the 5th apocalypse I've survived. But in all seriousness, it's getting to the point to where you just need to stand up and tell people, I'm not afraid, And at the same time, understand what people are telling you. They're telling you to stay inside for a reason, But just when this whole thing is over and said done with, when the world has gotten back to normal and people are no longer spreading this sickness like wildfire, maybe just turn to your neighbor and say, you know what, I'm happy. Happy that I once again survived, once again got through this. Because, just remember, any day can be your last. Even when the sickness is gone, you can go out and get hit by a truck or something, But at the same time, just live for today. Don't see your life as boring. Don't see your life as something, meaningless, Just if this quarantine is still going on when this video is coming out, do something. Sit back and draw. I want to see some more Kill-Joy-sonas. I want to see some maybe just apocalypse-sonas if you want. I want to see, or just read something, pick up a book that you've been meaning to pick up for a while that's just been sitting on your shelf. It's not too hard to live life, even though it seems like you're stuck at home.
It's for the existential crisis.
Also, watch more Bear Shell. Did you have anything you wanted to put in there as well?
Other than the existential crisis joke, no.
I know I got serious for a moment. I'm usually the joking one. But you guys just stay safe out there, Stay safe. Be yourselves. And, after this is all over, just appreciate life,
Wash your fucking hands.
And wash your hands. That's true. Just maybe take that person who you've loved for a very long time and said absolutely nothing to. Tell them you love them. I I tried telling Crowfucker69 that I loved him, but it didn't actually work out too well. So
Said to
yeah.
stop texting him.
Yeah, he did say to stop texting. It makes me sad. But I'm still talking to Fuckboy McGee. I mean, McGee is fun.
He also said to stop texting him.
Dang it. At least I still got Updog 420.
What's up, dog?
Nothing much. What's up with you? All right. That has been the entire spiel. And, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also,
Comment.
Also comment. Tell us what type of Sona we should do next. And this time I'm not doing the outro voice. Just kidding. Will Updog 420 ever come back? Will Frank ever not try to do the outro voice? Will he ever not stutter through his lines? Find out next time on Bear Shell.
Answer to all three as well. Fuck.